This lesson will be on the area rule. Now we are familiar with a right angle triangle. The area of a right angle triangle is half base times height. And that is where base and height are the legs of my triangle. And so the perpendicular sides. And now when we have a triangle that is not right angled, then we will use the area rule to find the area. So we're first just going to look at the naming convention. So remember, when we name a shape, the vertices of the shape get uppercase letters, and then the side opposite gets the same letter but in lowercase. So opposite A is side A, opposite B is side B, and opposite C is side C. So I would like, you're going to write that in your own words in this little. And the area, now there's three ways we can write the area rule. We could say half AB sine C. We could say half AC sine B. Or we could say a half BC sine A. And it does not matter which one you do, and you don't have to do them all three. You just do one depending on what you are given in your triangle. So let's look at this one here. Area will be a half 10 times 12 times sine of 125. And you should not do any in-between calculations here. You are just going to grab your calculator and you are going to punch that in and get your answer. You have to make sure, however, that you are working in degrees. So please make sure that your calculator is in degrees so that you do not get weird answers. Okay, triangle PQR has an area of 24 square centimeters. Determine the value of x. Now here, if you notice, my diagram does not have the area in it. So we have to remember that we must read the question and just add into the diagram everything that you need from the question so that you don't miss anything out and you also just don't make any mistakes. All right, so area would be, so 24 is equal to half, and now I'd want to use sides and an angle. So I'm looking for x, which means I'm going to use these sides, but I don't know that angle. So here we have to again recognize that if I have two sides that are equal, then I've got an isosceles triangle, and in an isosceles triangle, the base angles are equal. And the angles in a triangle add up to 180. So what that means is this is 180 minus 2 times 55, which gives me 70. So here we're going to have 24 is equal to a half x times x, which is x squared, sine 70. So we're going to get x squared is 48 over sine 70. Now remember, when we are solving, when we have like x squared, so we're solving a quadratic, we generally would have to put a plus minus, except here we're talking about the length of a triangle. So we know length cannot be negative, which means we're going to keep it like that. And then again, it's your calculator and the answer. Okay, so here in this last example down here, the area is 25 square centimeters. Let's just put that in there. And we want to find the value of theta. So here we're going to say area, which is 25, is half 8 times 12 times sine theta. So sine theta is 25 over 48. And here you're going to go to the nearest degree.